Ladies, just because he's chasing you doesn't mean he wants to be with you.
You got to stop doing these three things. So many of you ladies in the comments have been like, but he's so hot and heavy at the beginning, or he's putting all this effort in at the beginning, chasing me, and then he falls off. Why do men do this? Babe, tell us, why do men do this?
Well, so many men do this, and really this is...
For those lovely ladies that are new here, what's up? I'm Natasha.
And I'm Brian.
I was a former single mom with 4 kids, went through a whole bunch of trauma and loss. If you're interested in learning more about dating and relationships and feeling good in your body again, I'm talking your hormones, your nervous system, all that.
Click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our videos and content.
And really, this is a lot of unhealthy men, but they do this because in general, men love the chase. Men love the thrill. They're always looking for the next thrill. We're the ones jumping out of planes. We're the ones doing the things that we probably shouldn't be doing that could risk our lives. But in this case, men just love the chase, especially if you're someone who's playing hard to get. Men want to be able to conquer you. Now, once they conquer you, on to the next one. If they're not really interested in being married at that time, it's just, okay, I conquered this one. What's the next challenge? What's the next challenge? So you're a challenge to men. And once they actually have sex with you or whatever they're trying to get, then they stop talking to you. We can reach out to you every day, showing up, popping up. It's just it could almost feel like we're stalking you. And then it feels like we fell off the face of the planet the next day after we got what we desired. So it's really key that you continue to hold those boundaries, because men will just chase, get what they want, and move on.
This is number 1. Stop thinking just because he's chasing you means that he wants to commit to you for marriage. Why do guys do this? This is like candid right now. I'm just talking to you candidly. I'm curious what you want to say. Why do men do this? And at what point do men stop doing this and commit to a different type of woman?
Well, men do this because a lot of times they're not healed within themselves. So it's really just chasing some type of thrill. Men can do this up until the day that they die. It's no age like, okay, he's older now. I'm dating a guy 8-10 years older, so he's more mature. No, it's all about the work that he's done within himself, because naturally men want to chase, but we make decisions like, okay, in this situation, she's the type of woman that I want to be with. I have to make the adjustment. I can't play the games I've played before. And sometimes it could be subconscious. Like we don't even know that we're playing games, but we know we have to approach the situation different. So you have to be the woman he desires. You have to be the wife that he desires to be with. If you're the wife and not someone who's working on becoming the wife, but if you're showing those wife qualities, then the men will approach it differently. Otherwise, we just do what's status quo. We do what's normal. Let's chase, have fun. This may last a month, it may last 3 months, but it's not something long term. We'll just look for the next challenge.
This is good. Point number 2 is stop being the girlfriend. You need to start dating with the energy of I'm a wife. We went through this too. I already know their games that they like to play. Men, a lot of times it is subconscious, and they could be a good guy. What we talk about on our channel and what we help our ladies with is men are always mirroring your energy. So you could have the same guy that would step up and be a fully providing husband, or he could also with a different girl be that's a booty call. Right? So you ladies, you hold that power, but if you don't think you hold that power, you're just going to be reacting to whatever he wants. You are not the girlfriend ever. When we started dating, before I even started dating him, when I was super intentional for dating for marriage, I was straight up like, I'm not going to be anybody's girlfriend at my age. I got 4 kids. I'm ready to be married. You know, it's different maybe if you're 20 years old and like you're discovering life. If you want to be someone's girlfriend, go for it. But at our age, no, we're not anyone's girlfriend. We're not going to be in a situationship, or we're not going to be anyone's girlfriend.
You can see a man who's been with someone for 3, 4, 5, 6 years. No commitment. Then they get with someone right after that, and 6 months later they're married.
Which was kind of like us.
It was similar. But what happens is, like what you always say, men mirror your energy. If you're okay with us coming by and we're just having sex, if you're okay with just going out to eat once a month or something like that, if you're okay with having movie night, all this stuff with no commitment, we're okay with it. But if you desire to get married, then we make the adjustment. But it's all about the energy you have, because healthy providing energy men aren't going to make you something you're not. So if you're not a wife, we're not going to make you a wife. We're going to trust in whatever you are and whatever energy you're giving. We're going to trust that's you, and we're going to follow suit in that way as well.
At what point, how do you know if a man has done healing where he's not in that just chasing that next dopamine hit?
We know when men have done some healing. For one, these type of men are the ones that's always seeking information to become better. So they may be the type that read different type of self-help books. They may be part of groups of people, just accountability people. It's not by what they say. It's by what they've done and what they're doing. So men that are always doing stuff to better themselves are men that I believe that you can actually look at and say, okay, this person is someone that may be on that journey or may have done the work. You can go to therapy, you can go to counseling. That's a no-brainer. Okay, he's doing his work. It doesn't only have to be that. It's just men that are on those self-help journeys, men that maybe work out, men that are serious about the things that they're doing and are focused in life, men that are all over the place and don't really know what's going on today. Tomorrow I'll see what's happening. Don't really have things lined up, schedules and things like that. It's a good chance that they may be all over the place in relationships as well. So just small things you can look for. Men that are disciplined, men that have things scheduled out, men that have boundaries. Those men are men that you want to look at and say, okay, this potentially could be someone that I could be with. But you also just have to continue to do your work and see what they're doing and not what they're saying.
Ooh, that was so good. Ladies, did you hear what he said? Go by what he is doing, not what he is saying. And that was the biggest thing for us too.
Yeah.
Looking at you, Brian's actions spoke way louder than his words, way louder than his words. He was so consistent on the follow through. And that's what made you stand out as well. But he also knew I was the type of girl that wasn't going to play around. So that brings us to point number 3 is stop dating guys who have not done any inner healing. Okay, ladies? And you can know this by how well they follow through on what they say they're going to do. It's the same with us women. You can tell how much healing a woman has done by her follow through. If you tend to procrastinate, avoid, get distracted really easily, then you have inner healing that you need to do. And I understand this because this is what I needed to do. And once I realized that and I did my inner healing, I attracted a man who had also done his inner healing. So,
and don't waste your time with these guys, because these guys can look a certain way. They can dress well. These guys are probably in the gym or buff, whatever the case is.
They could be going to church.
Exactly. These guys know how the game is played. These guys know what you need. That's why we always say, go by what they do and not what they say. The follow through shows everything. I can go to church with you. At night, I may be out at the club, drinking, hanging out, things that you may not want in a person. So it's important to watch what they're doing and follow through, because we know the game, but we can only do it for a certain period of time if it's not who we are.
So to summarize, ladies, the 3 things you're going to stop doing starting today. So number 1 is you're going to stop thinking that just because he's chasing you, wanting your attention means that he wants you, because that is not necessarily true. Number 2 is you are going to stop being people's girlfriends and situations and booty calls and all those things that are destroying your self-esteem as a woman. And then number 3 is you're going to stop going after guys that have done no inner healing. And you can tell that by their follow-through game. Ladies, we love you. If you want more help with this, we will leave resources for you below.
And let us know in the comments what you girls think so we can get back to you and make sure we help you avoid the type of men that you don't desire.
Yes. All right. Love you girls. Sound check. Hit check.
2 out.
Yeah. Like, ladies. Stop. Hey. But it's important. It's really, really important.
Ladies.